Good afternoon, everybody. It's the Truth Serum. I'm back in the saddle again. Uh, it's been a long time since we rock and roll, but I hope everybody's doing good. Thank you for your support. Uh, I've been busy, and so I've been pumping the videos out, and sometimes you just have to take a break from my loud mouth. All right. So I hope today finds everybody well. I'm going to talk about snooping through a Mafia serial killer's closet. I was from Brooklyn, New York City, and my father, when I was born, I was this guy. We'll call him MC. He was my godfather. So MC was my godfather, and he was a Mafia hitman. And when he became adult or adult, I can't speak today. What the hell? When he was older, he moved up to Western New York, and I used to go visit him, and I used to hang out and ask him stories. Sometimes he was open about it, and sometimes he didn't like it because a lot of violence at an older age, it affects people different. So. And we had a lot of fun. He had a real high IQ. And he took off to go somewhere one day. I don't know. He went down to the grocery store. So he left me in there. He rarely ever left me in his apartment alone. Never. So, God forgive me. I was curious. I don't know what came over me. I was curious. And I says, I was looking to see what kind of weapons he had in his closet. I thought he probably had some weapons in his closet, even as a 70-year-old guy. So I go in the closet, and he kept everything neat, and he had some boxes, and I'm rifling through, and I see pictures, of course, pictures of him and my father, and then other pictures of him throwing me in the air when I was a kid, that kind of stuff. And he had no pictures of any gangster type of guys, a social bar area or something, but just your every Joe Blow guys. And I found that he was slick. I mean, he never wanted to have any association with any pictures being documented, whatever, because the FBI was running crazy. I mean, it was just a bullring rodeo. And no, he told me before, no, And so, yeah, there was no gangs. Beautiful family, daughter, all the Hollywood looks. And he had the normal pictures of regular family, like you and me, regular pictures of historical birthday, Christmas, celebration, celebration days. And then I go to this other area, and he had all these books, strategies, war strategies, art of war, weapons, like he was like a soldier, and then he had where he must have when he was younger, he shot, and he to be what rank you can get as a sharpshooter, and he reached the highest level of sharpshooting. Not bad if you're going to be a serial killer for the mob. But I think a lot of the mob killings were more or less within a close proximity, even though he could sniper somebody off a roof, and I'm going through, and it's all these newspaper articles. Blood runs deep in the streets of New York. this guy hit this guy. Genevieve's crime associate found that there was a stack of he cut out all the clippings, and then it said arrests made in mob kill. So there was so I was just thinking then it was body of a missing Brooklyn man found, and I would only guess that these were his hits. And I don't know what it is for a guy that was really cerebral and high IQ that you don't want to keep anything related to that. But as you all well know, that historically these serial killers, they like to keep mementos or trinkets of their crimes, or just the newspaper clippings. He ain't gonna go grab the freaking corpse's shoe or something, but the newspaper clippings. So, and then there were letters from prison that were from the Colombo family and the Gambino family, but he knew everybody in every family, and they were coded, and I wrote I knew how to speak, and I dealt in code. People don't need to talk an everyday thing. Leave it as bread and milk, football tickets, baseball tickets. Leave everything like that. Leave everything like that. So it was all coded, and the code changes. It changes because the FBI thinks they have special people that can read it. They don't. They think they do, but they don't. There'd always be one step behind. So he had all these letters like encoded, did Jim leave town yet? Well, that means did Jim get hit? Did Jim get hit? Or are you going to see Ricky soon? I hope you see Ricky soon. Well, I hope you hit Ricky soon. It's all with that type of vernacular. But the books and books of that he read, he was an encyclopedia. And it just goes to show you how life is and the trajectory you lead in life. That, and then he was a football athlete, could have played pro football, but he went back up to New York. Something happened, and he was young, and he beat the shit out of an associate from a crime family. He beat the shit out of him, and then they said the kid's got balls, and they started to use him. He was fearless. And they tried to make him to be a made man into the Colombo family. He said, "Nah, I'm my own family. I don't play that shit. You need some work done, I'll do it. That's all." He didn't play like that. And I witnessed him telling a couple of the Colombos, screw. One of him and six of a Colombo family crew, and he just says, "Do whatever you got to do." Well, he was protecting me at the time because I screwed up on some stuff. I made the same mistake twice, but he protected me. I wasn't a made man. I didn't want to get a made man, and I told some guys some stupid crap, and then they were supposed to come back and hit me or whatever. But my godfather said, "Nah, I'll come back and kill them and everybody's family and sleep like a baby at night." I just added that. But, and then to just go into that life. Life is crazy. Life is just truly crazy on where you start, the middle, and where you finish. He was well-read, very intelligent for any type of office job. He could have been a pro athlete. Then he ends up being a mob enforcer. He should have wrote a book. Where's my book? They dead missed. The link is in there. I'm sick of eating bologna sandwiches. Hey, oh, I got everything straight now with being able, my channel, monetize. You can join. You can support me. I've been blasting these videos out for a couple years, 300 videos. I'm in the trenches. So if there's any good-hearted people out there and will help a fellow man, pardon me, Mac, can you help your fellow man down on your luck? Pardon me, Mac, can you help your fellow man down on your luck? So that's that, my good people. MC, he was trained in weapons. He was a marksman, and he never went away for murder. Never went away for murder. He got more bodies than Sammy the Bull Gravano. Got newspaper clippings like this. And he's just not cutting out clippings. I don't know why he would do that. He's not just cutting out clippings of some hit. He's not like a little bitch that's cutting out clippings. Oh, look, somebody got hit in the Genovese family. No, he did it. I don't know. Sometimes these highly intelligent people are half psychopathic, and when they go evolve through their psychopathy, and then they look back and they'll say, "Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I hit this guy over in Bensonhurst, or and reflect as an old man. Reflect. Look, he had his past history recorded, not the kind of history that you and me might want to have, but that's life. To each his own. Most of the people live like robots out there. You go to work, you're a slave, and then you die. That's all. Loosen up. Join the channel and support me. Come on. I know that's a turnoff. And I apologize. And I'm not gonna be bipolar on here. I'm gonna talk sensible, and I'm not gonna try to insult. Why would I? I get a little goofy, and I don't want to do that because it's just not right. I'm trying to build the channel up and get support. I don't want to go there. It's bad. I got to up my game. This ain't Little League anymore, Joe. You're going up now. You're able to be monetized. You got to up your game. I got to get a co-host. Once in a while to talk about stuff. And then I got to get guests. I have to get guests, interesting guests. And none of the old time gangsters will come on here. No, none of them will come on here. I said, put a mask on or whatever. No, they frown upon it. They don't like it. Most of the old time gangsters don't like Mafia and social media. It was supposed to be a secret fraternity. Times are truly changing. Secret fraternity. They're selling their asses they're selling their asses like a whore on the freaking corner in the city. Mike Francis and Sammy the Bull Gravano. But let's hear it for them. God bless them. Hey, everybody's hustling. You go to work for 40 hours a week. That's your hustle. They're doing their hustle. Everybody's hustling. Everybody's trying to get the cake. I'm trying to get the cake. I only got crumbs, but we'll get there. Any of you crowbars want to support me? Support me. I don't have a lot. The I'm Broke Sonata, Beethoven's Fifth in A minor. All right, enough of that gibberish. This is the truth, sir. I'm coming at you. It's a nice, quiet fall day. Football season. Feel the adrenaline and momentum. And we're going to do some picks again. I didn't tout any picks this week, and I'm glad because I'd have been wrong. Maybe, some of I would have been wrong. I'll admit it. So I'm glad I didn't tout any Mr. DC, the legendary DC. So I didn't tout anything. I smelled a rat in there. I didn't want to tout because what I would have done, it was wrong. I made some little small parlays. They all blew. College, though, I should have took advantage of on the college. College is historically better, easier to handicap, easier to pick. So that's that. The snooping around in a serial killer's closet, and it was quite interesting, quite an education of looking at a man's past and his achievements. In high school, he got all A's, his report cards, A. He achieved everything that he partaken in to the highest level. Everything he did to the highest level. And he was a mafia serial killer, and he did it to the highest level. And he was a strategist. You know how when you watch the nature shows and the lion watches the gazelle or the hyenas, you know, they don't rush in. They don't rush in. They surveil. You know, and then the most vulnerable spot, the best opportunity, they pounce, just like a lion on a gazelle in the African Delta. That's how these guys thought. But most of the mafia, see, you haven't heard of. I used to say my godfather's name on here, but I don't anymore out of respect. God forgive me for that. Please, MC, forgive me. You never heard, because he didn't get caught. These other clowns, these other nitwits that were running around, hitting everything in sight and leaving clues, they all got caught. My godfather got charged on some other minor charges here or there, hopscotching, but nothing like murder. No. But that's the show. I appreciate everybody's support that comes in here. I truly do. I talk shit, and I'm not going to get crazy and all that. I really do. Love and compassion. I try to promote it, but it's hard. I mean, it's tough. Love and compassion. It opens up the universe, but we're getting there. We're 500 strong right now. We're going to go to 1,000. Just come on and ride with me. This ain't a big production of all that other goofy bullshit. Like, you know, watch Mike Francis. It looks like the Godfather movie. Geez, well, he's got $500 million sitting over there. Come on, Mike, throw me a bone over here, you chiseler. No, but we like Mike Francis because he's a very smart guy, and he's really keen on today's political landscape. And I'm proud of that. Hey, there's nothing wrong with people trying to get money. Don't get jealous, Joe. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Maybe I am a little bit. But all right. Thank you, folks, for the 4th time of this ending. Tune in again. And I got some other stories that I've been doing some of the creation of us human, from hominid to ET, ET mingling into us, and then what we really are, what we really are as creations. Who are we as this being? It's not evolved from just caveman that evolved from a primate into this. It would have took 2 billion years. It would have never happened in evolutionary time. It wouldn't have happened. And it couldn't happen. So we are more than what you think we are. All right. I'm just going to add that little Scooby snack on the end of this. So we are kings and queens, like I said in the other things. We are interbred from terrestrial ET. They call it the missing link in evolutionary time, those knuckleheads and Darwin and all that goofy stuff, you know. They've been spoon feeding mankind so much crap in the churches and school, and you humans don't even know who you are or what you came from, and you don't care either. Me, I'm curious about such matters. So that's just me. Thanks, everybody. Support, share, join the membership, because when I start getting more members, DC White Boy, thank you, buddy. Thank you for helping me out. I appreciate that. T-Bird, thank you. I appreciate you helping me out. And the links are in there. Throw me a bone. I like to eat too. And God bless all of you. And be the kings and queens that you were born to. And it's in your DNA. Thank you, folks.